Closing arguments are underway in the Harvey Weinstein sexual misconduct trial in Los Angeles.
The defense is presenting its statement as jury deliberations are expected to begin soon. Yesterday, the prosecution called Weinstein a, quote, predator who used his power in Hollywood to sexually assault women and cover it up. Weinstein has pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of rape and 5 other sexual assault charges. This is the second such trial for the disgraced former Hollywood producer, who's currently serving a 23-year sentence after being found guilty by a New York court back in 2020.
For more, let's bring in Rachel Fiset. She is a co-founder and managing partner of ZFZ Law. Welcome. So how is this trial different from the one in New York?
This trial is focused on rape and sexual assault that happened here in Los Angeles. There are more accusers in this trial. They are still using the bad acts that, there's other people that are coming in with prior bad acts. And really the prosecution has focused on the similarity of all of the women's stories across the board for different women that did not know each other going into the trial, but just to show really what his pattern and practice was.
It's really jarring when we go back and we kind of recount what he had been found guilty of in the first case and what's being claimed here. And it's interesting, in these images we show, he had showed up to trial in his walker. His defense team had said his health is deteriorating, likely a tactic to gain some sympathy from the judge or jurors. I'm just wondering for you if anything in this case on the West Coast has really stood out to you in particular, because we cannot forget that he was at the top of the Hollywood hierarchy and wielded so much power over so many people, including young women who were trying to work their way up.
Including the California governor's wife, who gave really compelling testimony regarding her rape that Harvey Weinstein did against her. And so telling her story as such a high-profile political figure within the state that this trial was happening was really compelling. It was something different than just seeing maybe Hollywood actresses or models. It gave an entirely different human aspect to the sexual assaults, to the rapes. And again, her story was basically the same as the other stories of the women in Hollywood that are accusing him of these actions.
The testimony, as you know, is so disturbing, graphic. I wonder what your take is on the closing arguments in this case, Rachel. Do you believe that any side made a stronger case than the other?
Well, the closing for him is just underway. The prosecution gave their closing yesterday, and they called him a degenerate. They reiterated over and over again that his actions were the same, that he was wielding power against women throughout Hollywood, that he was basically in control of so much in Hollywood, that he was using that to garner the power to rape the women, to assault them. He would continually get into their hotel rooms, bring them into his hotel rooms. So there was a contained space for which the sexual assault might happen. And I think she painted a pretty vivid picture of a mogul inside of Los Angeles, in a Los Angeles courtroom, that was using his power to have these encounters over and over again. Now, what the defense will say is that many of these women contacted him again after the assaults. Why would they do this? They asked a witness, did you ever get burned by a hot stove? Why would you go back in? Because there is evidence of communications from the women who are the accusers after the assaults. And that's basically what they're relying on, is this must have been consensual. They're saying this must have been consensual, or it plain old didn't happen.
And we should just highlight, it's thanks to the strength of women who stood up and spoke out and put their names to these stories that this even got this far. We'll certainly watch closely to see how it all plays out. Rachel Fiset, thank you very much.
Thank you.